Hello, welcome to day 58 of the 100-day project. I am Marnell from Mimi's Keepsakes. Today we're making Dee Dee Farago's junk mail envelope pockets, and it's very easy. I'm pretty sure most of us has junk mail, and so let's just get started. Most of my junk mail envelopes are this size, and we will make some of these, but I'm going to start off with a regular size envelope. This is envelopes that I found at the thrift store. I think sometimes you find those bags filled with envelopes that I think they get from shops that sells greeting cards, and not all the envelopes were used or something like that, because it was a bag filled with different size envelopes. So we'll just start with this one. Okay, so the first thing you need to do, I sealed it shut because I want this shape on the top. So I'm going to just cut open this top flap. Okay, like that. And then you need to add paper to the front to decorate your envelope. I think Tina did the steps a little different than what I'm gonna do, because I just thought there's a different way that will work for me. I will link her video in my description box if you want to go watch how she did it, and maybe I'll see again if I can find Dee Dee's video to link. Like I say, it's just, if you're following these videos, find a way that works for you. This is just the method that works for me, or the method that works for Tina, or whoever you're watching. But you know, all our brains work differently, and there might be ways that's easier for you to do. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this, long story short, very long story, cut this off to the excess, and then let's just find paper. Oh, that piece is too small. I'm trying to use my scraps today again, so just bear with me. This piece is bigger. I am going to just cut it the size of my envelope. Okay. Did I cut that too small? Let's see, it needs to fit inside the envelope. Yes, that is just fine. And I am going to cut 2 strips. That's the same, more or less the same size. It doesn't have to be exactly the same size. And then I am going to slip one into the back of my envelope, and this is probably the tricky part, because once you have the glue on here, it can be a pain in the butt to get it in, but definitely not undoable. And I didn't use wet glue. I'm using a glue stick because I just think it slides easier with the glue stick than with wet glue. Just making sure everything glued down nicely. And then I'm going to slip another piece in on the opposite side inside the envelope. Just burnish it and make sure it's glued to nice and tight. So on inside the envelope, it now looks like your envelope is lined. Let me open it up a little bit bigger. Lined with the paper, but it's just those 2 strips that's in there. So the next step is to cut a slit here, and if you want it definitely in the middle, just make a little fold there, but you can just eyeball it. It's not the end of the world if it's not totally in the middle of the envelope opening. And then you just cut a slit there, and then you simply fold it over. And I just kind of want it there from that corner all the way down. And let's just get that. And that is your pocket, and you're done. I'm just going to tidy that up because there's a little bit of white showing. Yeah, so that is your envelope pocket. Let's make another one, and maybe this time I'm thinking I can probably, like this envelope, I can probably put my first strip in here and make life a little bit easier for me. So just find the way that works best for you. Or even the shape of your envelope. I don't even have to trim that off because that will be in the back. That's fine. And then I'm thinking I might be able to slip this one in here. Okay, let's do that. Just because this one has such a nice big opening. So just depending on the style of your envelope, I'm pretty sure you can figure out a way to make this work best for you. So this envelope looks like this one. The other one we used had this V shape, so it was just easier to close it down first before I put the strips in. And then I am simply going to glue the envelope shut, and maybe I will just add a little bit here as well. Just because of the shape of my envelope, I don't want that to be open. And then I'm simply going to cut the top piece off. And it is that simple. This part of the envelope, I'm not concerned, that would be glued down onto the page. And then I just go in, make my slit more or less in the middle of my envelope, and fold it over. And then of course, if you want to, oh, I forgot to do the front. Maybe we'll add something to the front. Let's do this. How does that look? Yeah. So the other thing you can do, and we might do that too, is if you have two different strips that coordinates, it can, the back can be one pattern and that can be a different pattern, of course. And again, I'm just using, you might have seen, I think these were left from yesterday's project where we cut the one, or was it the day before, where we cut the part of the paper away to make a pocket from one sheet of paper. Just make sure you don't cut your envelope open. Okay, and then we're going to cut the slit. I just need to see where I've cut before. Slit and fold. Okay, I did make a mistake there. Didn't cut on the previous slit, but we can fix that. And these, if there's a little bit of white, you can obviously either ink it or just tidy it up with your scissors. And that's the pocket. I'll add some lace or something on there just to hide my little mistake there. There's always a way to fix it. I'll show you quickly how I'll do one of these with a window envelope. So it's been torn open and it's not great, but so I will just cut it down in order for it to just fit on the page. So maybe this one will cut down a little bit more. And then it's open on like this. So let's find papers that will go inside. We can, I mean, if you like that design and you can find something that will go with it maybe, then leave it, but let's cover it just to show you what we can do. I'm just looking for scrap pieces of paper because I am trying to use up my paper. All my little scraps. Thought I had more. Okay, so maybe we'll have to use some that's not scraps, but okay. So this image won't go in there. So let's use this one and we'll just cut it the size of the envelope. Because this will go inside. The window envelopes are obviously a little bit more work because you'll have to collage the front or cut a template and make a template for this. And so let's see if we have, this is just too small. Just looking for more scraps. That is blue. I'm looking for something that would go. Will this work? Yes, I think so. It should work. We'll make it work. Okay. So this will go on here, on this side of my envelope flap, because this is the part that we will fold over, and just make sure that it doesn't cover your envelope. And I'm just going to trim, or your window, not your envelope, your window. Trim off the excess here. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, and then we'll just collage this part of the envelope. I'm thinking to make things easy and fast so it doesn't take too long to collage this envelope, we'll just do this and glue this on here and cut it off to fit. I'm gonna cut their heads off. Just give me a second. I didn't think about that. You don't want to lose their heads. I think that's kind of important. Okay. Yes, that is better. Don't cut too close to your envelope so you cut it open. Done that before on other projects. Okay. And then we'll just, did I add in the middle there? I don't have more of that. Excuse me. Let's add some of this. It will work on the bottom. Okay, let's do that. Using up all the little strips that we have left. This is again some leftovers from Duke's Craft Table, some of her papers. I'll link the discount code in my description box again if you want to order some of her papers and get a discount. That one will fit in there. Let's just, maybe I'll do the torn part over there. And then when you decorate, you can add more things to it. I think it's too small for this part. See, and that's, I do like the look of the, let's just use this anyway. The look of the window envelopes, but they definitely take a little bit more time for obvious reasons than just looking for a scrap piece of paper than the regular papers or the regular envelopes for sure. Shall we just add some book page? Yes, we're going to add book page. But I do like the look of it, so when you have a time, it's definitely worth the effort to make these, to collage them. And then you're using some of your junk mail and it's not going into the landfill. Okay, so that is one, and then we just have to, I was just noticing their faces are right in the middle there. So if I make my flap, okay, I make my flap in the middle, I'm going to cut through his face. And maybe it's okay because we'll have her face. So I'm going to make the flap here. It's not right in the middle, but, and maybe I won't make a big fold like I did on the other ones. And see, that's what I meant by bone folder. So now I have my background there as a different pattern paper than the back. Like the flaps here is different than that, and I do like the look of that. So I'm only going to make one of the window envelopes just because they're taking longer and I want to mass make these. So let's just do a couple regular envelopes. So I have two pink ones here that I can do the easy way, and this one, it's not the hard way, but a little different. Extra steps. Okay, so for these, let's cut papers for the fronts. And I mean, for the pink one, even if you don't want some decorative papers on here, you definitely do not need anything. I'm just looking for papers for the front, and still I have some of Duke's papers left. And because you're going to cover everything on the front and glue the back to your paper, you at the end you won't see your envelope, so the color of your envelope doesn't really matter. I'm going to cover this one in the blue. Now this, oh, it's just the right size for this envelope. So we'll just do 2 of these. Whoops, I might oh, I didn't cut it. Okay, we'll do that. And then what else do I have here? These are mostly Stoltux papers. Just trying to pull out all my scraps sitting here. I can have a better idea of what I can use. Oh, we have some, and obviously use music paper and things too. Okay, so let's cover this one. I want to use, I've already used that one. So let's do the red. And these were our end papers. Set to, I believe, Duke's craft table. I'll have her Etsy shop is Duke's craft table as well, and like I said, there is a discount code that you can use if you want to order some of her papers, and I will leave that in the description box too. So there's a strip for the back for that one. And shall we do, let's just do book page for the strip on the other side. So that one is done. It has 2 strips and a front. This one, let's use music paper in the back. One strip for you, and would this go on there? It's just too small. There's a strip. What do we have? Let's do this for the other strip. So that one is done. Just put my wipe away. And this one, let's use this green is just too small. You can use the red. There's a blue. And that one is just too small as well. Okay. Isn't that just how it goes? Okay. We'll just wing it. Might be difficult to decorate with all these different colors, but let's see how it goes. I do want to use my scrap paper, so we're going to do it this way, and we'll do a second strip in the red to keep things simple. Okay, so let's start gluing. First we need to, like for these ones that doesn't have a deep V, we can glue them before we glue down or close our envelope. Maybe I'm making this too complicated, I don't know. This one in here. And what's nice with the glue stick is you can move your papers around easily. This one we'll put on the flap. let's just glue the front paper as well. And the gluing is done. Just trying to get it straight on the bottom because the top flap will cut open once the envelope is closed. So again, this one is an easy one. We'll do the papers on the flaps first before we glue it shut. Now, today is a pretty chilly day. It's raining and it's just, I do like rainy days for sure. But I can guarantee you my husband's gonna come home and complain because he wanted to go play tennis tonight after work. But I don't think that is going to happen for him, unfortunately. And you can probably even just put a full paper in there. You don't even have to cut 2 strips with these. If you're not changing, you know, if you're using the same kind of paper for both flaps, you can just use 1 piece of paper. You don't have to use 2. Okay. Maybe I should start on those corners because I want them to fit. The top we're gonna cut off, and still I'm doing it, either I cut it not straight or I'm gluing on not straight. I don't know which one is which. Okay. Oh my goodness. Now I need more glue. Straight is definitely hard for me. Cutting, gluing, that's better. Okay, we're getting there. And then this one, because it's a V-shaped envelope, I am going to, got some glue stuck there, just glue it closed first and then cut it open. So let's just glue these closed as well. And that step is done. Okay, so all my envelopes are shut and I am just cleaning this up. We're going to cut the top flap open. Top flap open. This is my V-shaped envelope, so we still need to add the strips inside. Did I cut this the right size? Couldn't remember there for a minute. In there, and I can reposition it. And my other strip, slide it in there. Going to put my bone folder in there and make sure everything is glued down, and then we'll do the outside paper. And of course you can collage the paper in the front and you'll get a totally different look. If you have lots of scrap paper, smaller pieces that you want to use, that's another way of using all those small pieces of scrap paper that we all accumulate every time we create something. I don't know why this glue doesn't want to slide as well. Maybe I should just start more accurately from the get-go. And we'll clean this up. Now we will just tidy this one up, and then the next step is to just make the little slits for the flaps. Excuse me. Little slits there. Oops, my paper came loose. Just going to glue this on here and let it dry for a little bit before I fold it over. Let's leave that one for a minute. This one, we'll make this slit, and this one, oh my. Make the slit in the middle, more or less the middle. I'm not too concerned about it being precise. It almost looks like the collar of a shirt. Let's see if this one's dry enough now to fold over, more or less. Probably could use a couple more minutes of drying, but it's good enough. I'm just going to tidy this up because it's still wet and it keeps moving. And that way when it's dry, it will be all good. Okay, so there is another one. Okay, so we've made, oh, I don't know how many minutes because I had to shut the camera off to go take care of the dogs. Anyway, we've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these, and so let's decorate them. I don't think I'm going to do the window envelope because we mostly made these. Let's do that one. And I kind of feel like I have done a lot of blue lately. Just looking at these and thinking everything is kind of blue. Okay, so this one is, I think it's so pretty already. Do we need a lot on here? Let's grab some pieces that we can decorate again with. Just have some, just that I'm spotting here. But again, I need to fussy cut some birds. I think most of my birds are done. And now I'm kind of stuck with butterflies and flowers. So I'm sorry. We'll probably be using butterflies and flowers again today. And hopefully I'll have time tonight and do some fussy cutting. Just picking up a couple of things from my container here. I just decided this is an easy way for me to clean up at the end of the day and still have a lot of pieces to use without taking a lot of things out. So you might have to see these for a while, and then I will add more things to the this container as I use some of it. I don't know, you can't even see what I'm doing, I'm sorry. And there's a couple of butterflies that might work, but I think I am ready to get some different cutouts for sure. Tonight is the night. So let's see what we can use on here. Those flaps are obviously going to be glued down, so I can definitely add something on top of the flaps. That's not a problem. Let's see, I don't want to use blue. Okay. I have a little bit of music, and I just saw this piece of really yummy aged page. It has a nice yellow edge there that I'm thinking of adding. Should I put that? I'll put it under the flap, the ladies here, and they will need something to kind of just ground them. Let's see what pieces of scrap paper I have here. Don't feel that goes. Okay. Today might not go as easy as I wanted, looks like. I still have a little bit of this left. Maybe we'll just, I can just tear better. Use some of this on here. And underneath their feet. I'll just kind of tear it that way. Under their feet. Maybe something like this. And we can can't really see the book page anymore, but that I suppose is not the end of the world. A lot of times when you have a busy background, I find it difficult to decorate it. It's almost easier to have a neutral background. That and do I dare say a butterfly? Okay. Let's do that. I like it on top better than on the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down, and I'm just going to use the art glitter glue because this is a very fragile piece of paper, and a lot of times the glue stick will just tear it apart. And I'm going to just glue the flaps down. Okay, and then on the bottom I want to add this, but I don't want to add the whole thing, so I'm just going to put some glue here on the bottom because I'll be cutting some of this off depending on where I want them to stand. Okay, before the art glitter glue glues down. And then I'm just going to fold this over. Okay, and then this will come down somewhere here. And here. Okay. I think that is, I'll do it for them, for this envelope pocket. I do like that. Okay, so let's do one more. And I'm immediately thinking this flower just because it's red and there's some blue on there. And what shall we put? Let's do music paper this time. Just behind it. Maybe something like that. Or like this. Doesn't really matter. It's not like there's a huge difference. Okay, let's add that in there. Just a little piece of scrap paper lying around, and so let's use it and not waste it. You can always just add that on there. And we could even do a stamp there. And then, okay. And is that enough? I think so. I have this bow here that's part of Dina's bows that she has. I don't think I want to add that. Okay. Let's glue down and see if we want more on the page once we're done. Because of this, you either have to decorate the bottom or kind of decorate on one side. And that is might be why I'm thinking, I'm not sure if I have enough on this envelope. But when you put it in your journal, obviously you can add more. You don't have to feel like it is done. You can't add more. You can definitely add more. Excuse me. Okay, I'm going to add this here in the corner. And I'll glue this down with the art glitter glue just because I have to glue it onto that sticky sticker. And I probably won't glue everything down yet because I still want to see, this needs to go underneath. As well as the stamp. Okay, and we can always, oh, I wanted to use that, but that's actually part of something else. I have some lace here. Just wondering if I should add a bit of lace. Yeah, let's add some lace here again with the my glue stick, glue gun, not glue stick, and just kind of ruffle it up a little bit. And just be careful not to burn your fingers with the glue gun. I know it sounds like something obvious, but they are way warmer than you think they are. I have burned myself so many times with the glue gun. Okay, so I think that is all we're going to decorate today. I'll put my little pieces back in my bowl just to clean up my table. And then let's see. These ones we didn't decorate. And the window one. And this one was the prototype. So this one is decorated. And we did two together. That is, let's see, Dee Dee Farago's junk mail pocket. And for today, this is day 58. For the 100-day draw, I have nominees picked today, Cheryl T and Christina from Christina's Creation. So I'll add your names to the bowl of for the day 100 draw, and you can again win an envelope filled with ephemera, finished and decorated, up from day 51 to 100. But if you are watching the older videos and commenting on those, I will add you to the bowl or add you into the draw as well. So not everybody's added into the draw. That might sound a little bit confusing if you're new. I pick people every day, 2 people that goes into the draw for that giveaway, and it is usually people that I see that have left more than one comment on different videos. So if you go back and watch the older videos and leave a comment today, I would still consider that as well. Anyway, I hope you have a great day, and if you want to be in the draw or considered for the draw, remember to leave a comment. And it helps my channel a lot, and you can definitely I'll be here tomorrow. I was just going to say you can definitely count on me being back tomorrow, but tomorrow we'll do day 60 of the 100-day project. I'm so excited. It's drawing to a close. I am having fun, but I am looking forward to moving on and doing other things as well. So thank you for watching, and thank you for your support. I appreciate it a lot, and I will see you tomorrow for day 60 of the 100-day project. Bye.